Hi everyone, I'm Tabitha, and today we're talking about character types. Every reader wants to be able to find themselves in a story, so it's important that we cover the spectrum of different personality types in our writing. So today I'm going to break down for you the 5 different types of characters as I see them. Let's get started. Number 1, the Tempests. The Tempests are your emotional characters. They can access any and all of their emotions quickly and easily. They can slip into happiness, anger, or even love as fast as you would put on a jacket. They also feel great empathy for other characters. If someone comes into a room angry and gives just one small reason for that anger, the Tempest is going to latch right onto that anger and feel it almost as intensely as the first person does. As a main character, this character automatically adds emotion to your story, but they can also add a little instability as they jump from emotion to emotion. As a side character, they can bring an emotion into a scene or maybe point out an emotion to a character who isn't so good at getting in touch with it. Most of the time, we see Tempests as good guys. They make us feel better and love what we're doing. But it is possible to use a Tempest as a bad guy. In this case, they feed off the anger of other people and adopt that anger into themselves. Number 2, politicians. The politician characters want to protect an image at all costs. Let's say we're dealing with a mother. The image she has might be a happy, healthy family. She will protect that no matter what. All of her decisions will be made in the best interest of her happy, healthy family as a whole. Politicians can be protecting any image, from a family to a rebellion to a company or even to a government. Main character politicians give us an instant stake in that image. We want them to succeed. Minor character politicians remind us what's at stake whenever we're making major choices. Good guy politicians have ideals we can agree with. On the other hand, bad guy politicians, we might agree with their ideals. What we don't agree with is the sacrifices they're willing to make in favor of that ideal. Number 3, the hotshot. The hotshots really only have one emotion they seem to be able to access: anger. Their other emotions they keep bottled or repress, but their anger is right there on the surface, ready to jump in when they need it. The hotshot is going to make all of their decisions out of either avoidance of the anger or out of anger. As a main character, your hotshot can add speed to your story, driving that plot along. As a minor character, your hotshot can help bring connections to the story by maybe standing up in anger for someone who doesn't access that anger themselves. Good guy hotshots fight injustice and get angry at it. Bad guy hotshots are a little more selfish. They get angry at anyone they think wronged them. Number 4, the thinker. Thinkers have a defined sense of right and wrong. They also know the rules and expectations for any situation. So when something comes up, they analyze it, and then they act the way they think they're supposed to. Thinkers always make decisions out of analysis and logic. As a main character, this means their intentions are clear and your plot is focused. As a minor character, it means they're going to analyze situations and offer solutions. Good guy thinkers are following rules that are aligned with the best interests of the people. Bad guy thinkers have almost been brainwashed. They're following rules that are unjust or unbalanced. Number 5, the idealist. The idealist wants everyone's safety and happiness to be equal. Unlike the politician, they don't believe this applies only to a small circle. They believe this applies to everyone. That means they're not willing to sacrifice. The idealist is going to make all of their decisions after analysis, and they are willing to compromise. If they're your main character, this gives us faith in their ideal. It gives us hope. If they're your minor character, they can come in and remind us about a small group of people we may have forgotten about. If they're good guy idealists, they focus on bringing people up. But we all know there's 2 ways to make people equal. Bad guy idealists will focus on bringing people down. When you're adding characters to your story, you want to make sure you're adding characters from all the different character types. One way to do that is to imagine them all in a small problem. I like to pretend they're at a red light in a car all together when somebody bumps them from behind. You want a variety of different reactions from your character. My idealist is going to have a huge rush of emotions. Her fight, flight, freeze is definitely freeze while she experiences all of those. She may even cry. My politician is going to try to make this all go away. He's going to be the one who steps out of the car, checks for damage, and if there is none, he's going to suggest we all just drive off and go home. My hotshot, he's getting angry. He's coming out yelling at the person who hit them. My thinker is going to call the police because that's what you're supposed to do when you get in an accident. And my idealist is going to try to keep everyone else calm, and he will be the first person to actually check on the other driver and make sure he wasn't hurt. The point is, you want readers to be able to find yourselves in these reactions. And so all of these reactions need to be present in your story. Okay, that's it for me and how I see character types. I hope you found at least one little tidbit you can use, because if I help even one person, then I know I did what I meant to do here. So tell me how I can help you. If you have a comment, something that worked for you, or a question, something you're still wondering, drop it below and I'll come back and address it for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you know when I'm back. Otherwise, keep plotting the path to your dreams, and I will see you next week. Bye.